Okay guys, it's another episode of The Rod Trip. You've got Rod Rodriguez here and we are currently at CV Sneakers here at Plaza de Bole at Torres Street. And we're gonna do some sneaker window shopping right here on The Rod Trip. So come in, join me, let's go. Alright guys, you got Rod Rodriguez here of The Rod Trip and we are sneaker window shopping here at CV Sneakers at Torres Street. And with me is the guy behind C of CV, alright? The V is right behind our cam guy and we'll get to her in a bit as well. But for now, we're going to talk about the sneaker culture and how it started out to be. Before we get to that though, I would like to ask Chino. Chino, what's up, man?
Yo, what's good?
Welcome to The Rod Trip, bro. All right.
Welcome to CV as well.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so we're at CV Sneakers, and before we check out some of the, I don't even want to say entry level, because for most folks out there, they'd be like, mahal kayo na for an entry level. But hey, if you're entering this world, you better be prepared, right? Yeah. So I gotta ask Gino first, how did you start out, man? I mean, have you always been a sneakerhead? Were you influenced by an elder member of the family?
Back when I was young, I was kind of into sneakers already.
Okay.
I'm just researching, looking up at some videos.
Okay, what was the first major sneaker that you really got obsessed with?
Actually, I think it was the Nike Blazers.
Okay.
It is a classic and still is a well-loved shoe today.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the Nike Blazers, right? And this was back when you were how old?
I think I was 12.
Okay, that's around the same age, and I was probably copying Saucony's back then, because that's from my era, all right? I'm probably as old as your dad. But he's probably not as cool as me, all right? Well, anyways, since I'm a sneaker noob, and, well, I do have Prestos on, but I just ordered this online. And he's got, what do you got on?
I got the Yeezy 350 V1 Pirate Blacks. Nice. So fun fact, it's the second colorway to ever release for the Yeezy 350s.
Wow, so are those like limited and hard to cop as most Yeezys are?
Way back in 2015, 2016, these are extremely hard to get. But just recently it re-released, so it dropped a bit in price.
Let's get started. Like I said, this is sneaker window shopping. All right, so I'm not gonna buy anything today, but I gotta ask Chino since he's a sneakerhead here. What's one pair that you would recommend for starters? I mean, I'm gonna try to find out if there are two sort of entry level, if that's even a term for sneakers, that you could recommend to somebody who would walk in here and say, hey, I wanna be a part of the sneaker game. Can you suggest a couple?
Yeah, if you're looking for a bang for your buck sneakers, we have here the Jordan 1 Low SE Flight Club.
I had my eyes on
so
that.
we have we are pricing it now at 5,500 pesos. So that is below SRP already. So
nice.
The retail for this goes for 6,195. So if you walk in here, you can cop this for below retail.
Tempting.
And then we have the Night Maroon Dunks. So this is a simple shoe, easy to match with a pop of maroon in the swoosh and in the outsole. So this goes for 4,999.
Wow.
4,995 pesos.
Would that be the most affordable in terms of the price range of the sneakers here?
In terms of the Nike Dunk Lows and Jordan 1 Lows, yes, these are the most affordable.
Okay.
For these kind of shops, we only have limited sizes available because some colorways are hard to get nowadays.
So like the common Pinoy sizes would be like 8 to like 10 or something, right?
Around 8 to 9.5.
Yeah, I'm a 9 guy, so but don't judge a man by the size of his feet, all right? That's not accurate, right, Gino?
Yeah.
Right, Vanessa? Yep, he's over there. All right, so you know what? Personally, I'm eyeing this. I mean, I just like it, and I don't know if this is like suede or whatever type of leather, distressed leather that's on there. I mean, I remember these are, what are these, Dunks? Like?
Jordan 1 Low.
I get them confused because they're the Air Force One, I remember, and those were kind of clunky and heavy.
Yeah.
Right? And so what makes it different? Like, can you get a point of comparison? Because a lot of them really have similarities.
You
Like,
can compare them.
Okay.
For the dunks, the first indicator are the logos. So we have the Jordan logo, Jumpman logo here in the tongue for the Jordan 1 Lows, and we have the Nike logo here in the tongue of the dunks. And then if we look at the back tub, so we see that there is the Air Jordan Wings logo here, and then we have the Nike logo here.
all right.
And
So
then,
it's more of the logos, right?
In terms of the fit, the dunks fit a bit wider than the Jordan 1 Lows. But it's not that significant.
All right, so there you go. Now you know a little bit about the entry world of sneakers right here at CV Sneakers. So we're gonna move on to maybe the slightly higher tier of sneakers. So we're gonna check that out. Time.
Personally, we recommend getting the red, black, and white colorways because it's the colors that resonate the theme of Michael Jordan, which is the Chicago Bulls. So generally, these colorways are the fast-moving colorways here in store.
Never gets old, right?
Especially this one. This is the Jordan 1 Low Bread Toe.
So how much would that be?
This one goes for 12,000 pesos.
All right, so
It's the best seller here in store.
Wow.
And if you're looking for starter Jordan 1 Low, we would recommend this.
I hope it doesn't come in size 9 because then that would be my size. All right, so yeah, these are classics. I mean, obviously, it's a dead ringer for the first Air Jordans, the one that was supposedly banned, right, from the NBA. And the cool thing about the Jordans, especially the ones, you see a lot of women wear them as much as the men do, right? And from all different age ranges. And yeah, I mean, you're right. I would have to agree with Gino. You see somebody copying these, you would definitely assume that they're into the sneaker game. All right, would it be accurate if I told you that if it looks expensive, it is expensive, or that's not necessarily the case?
Sometimes sneakers it's very what do you call this? It's very
Unpredictable?
Unpredictable. Some may look more expensive, but actually it's cheaper in value.
And you mentioned to me that a lot of it the pricing. A lot of it has to do with the demand and the difficulty of acquiring the pair. Right?
Yes, basically
So
that's the factors in the pricing.
I've heard of the pandas mentioned a lot. Do you carry those?
Yes, we have the pandas.
Okay, so the pandas are here. There you go.
So we have the Dunk Low Pandas. This is the most popular shoe nowadays. So
I mean, even I know about it. I'm not a sneakerhead, right? So how much would those go for?
Right now we sell this in store for 10,995.
Okay.
Way before, at its peak, it goes for 15,000.
Wow. So the availability has improved since.
Yeah.
But this would be this is a bigger size though. Like what size would this be?
This would be size 10. Yes.
So you don't have the smallest sizes are the ones on display. Is that how it works?
No.
Oh, you do have smaller sizes. Okay.
Sometimes we run out of stock and then we just put the remaining stock here
Okay.
and then we replenish the stocks and then
Got
other
it.
sizes came in as well.
Yeah. So this is the pair that I see a lot when I watch sneaker videos on YouTube. The pandas that people would buy them by bulk and stuff, and they're available here. All right, along with pretty much everything else that you could probably think of. What about the term breads? What does that stand for?
Breads.
And, are they more expensive than the usual?
Breads stand for black and red.
Okay.
So that's why it's called bread. So if you see, there are different kinds of variations for breads. So first we have the bread toe. So we call this bread toe because it has a black and red toe box.
Got it. And this would be the sort of.
This one is the newly released black toe. So black being this part. And then we have the reverse breads, the alternate bread toe, and then we have also here the reverse black toe. So basically, these are just combinations of black, red, and white, but they are positioned in a different manner for each colorway.
All right. So got that loud and clear. All right. So if I were to pick personally, regardless of price, regardless of whoever thinks of what about it, my two choices would be, the road trip pick would be this one, for sure. Because of its affordability. No, I'm kidding. It's because of the style, of course, and the pandas, just to be safe. You know, you want to get something that's also easy to fit with any colorway outfit you got going on, and it's, you know, at one time one of the most in demand, and currently one of the most popular still, right?
Still one of the most popular sneakers here in Star.
Yeah, but if you want to gain respectability instantly, at the same time, probably be wearing almost the same thing as everyone else is, these would be it, right?
Yes.
All right. So there you go. And if you could choose one from this particular wall, Chino, regardless of price, regardless of anything else, just a personal choice, which one would you go for?
Which one would I go for? Personally, I would go for this one, the Jordan 1 Low Coconut Milk, because it's practical. It matches anything. It can match any color of your shirt, and you can wear it every day.
And it's a different kind of fabric. It's like, it's not the typical, I mean, look at that. That looks nice, man. It reminds me of those, what are those Jordans that have like the tags outside and, you know, they're like inside out?
The Off-Whites.
Off-Whites!
Yeah.
All right, it's almost like an Off-White with the foam stuff and everything.
I think this is inspired by the Off-Whites also, because of its, this is called the deconstructed look, which the Off-Whites originated.
Yeah, it's very nice. How much would that go for?
This one goes for 12,000 as well.
Ibalik mo na yan. All right, tama na. All right, all right, so that's our initial wall of fame, and we are going to go and move on to the next wall, which features a bit more variety. And yeah, so these are mostly the Dunks and the Jordans and stuff. So let's check out this wall with Chino here at CV Sneakers. All right, so we're now at the mixed wall here at CV Sneakers, and I do have Chino still. Chino's going to give us a lowdown, and at first glance, I noticed the variety here is definitely crazy. You know, and I would love for you to give us the lowdown from where do we start price-wise? Top, bottom, top.
Bottom top.
Okay, bottom top.
So in the bottom we have used pairs. So these are generally our personal pairs or our friends and family pairs. So if you want to dispose one of our pairs, we just put it here at the bottom.
When you say friends and family, you're not referring to the friends and family, the super high-end priced ones, right?
No, just our friends and
because
family.
there's that friends and family thing too, right? Like I think it's a Jordan. Is it a Jordan?
Or any pair.
Any pair. Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah. So this one, I would like to ask specifically about this one because this is a sweet looking pair. You know, the Jordan 4s, right? The actual Jordans that I would actually have wanted to cop back when I was, I think in 7th or 8th grade, I'm not sure. But yeah, so what's the story with that one?
So these ones are the Jordan 4 What The. So it's actually my pair. So this colorway is a mixture of the OG colorways of the Jordan 4. So we have the fire reds, black cements, white cements, and then the military blues. So the other pair is a mismatched pair as well. So it has different colors in the other pair.
Yeah, your mom would react to that. She'd be like, "Oh, ba't di pantay yung sapatos mo?" But that's the charm, right?
So right now, for brand new, this goes for 30,000.
Holy cow!
But I'm selling this for only 10,995.
And what size is that?
Size 9.
Oh crap! All right, let's move on. Okay, so what do we got here? Okay, this one. Is this the variation of a Yeezy?
Yeah.
And what is this about?
This is the Yeezy 350 Monoclay. This is Vanessa's pair actually.
Wow.
So she only used it twice.
Nice.
Then she decided not to move on with it.
Thank God it's a smaller size than my wife's. Otherwise, I'd be in trouble. All right, so sweet pair. So you see, they also cater to ladies here. Well, if you saw the earlier video with Monique, right? She's a return customer. So for the guys out there, if you're celebrating an anniversary or you just want to give a different gift than jewelry and whatnot, then, well, come over here. But don't be surprised if the price range is almost the same as the jewelry, right? Because these are blings by itself as well. All right, so let's move on to the next shelf. Now, these ones I'm not too familiar with, and it does kind of remind me a little bit of the sole of the pair that I have. This one actually I bought for my son, but it's still a little bigger for him, but I don't really wear it, and he's the one who's been wearing this. Delta 3 lows, I think they're called. So these ones are what variation of Jordans? Because I see the Jordan logo in there.
Yes, this is the first signature shoe of Luka Doncic.
Holy cow, those are the Lucas?
These are
Oh
the
yeah,
Luka
there's the logo.
ones.
Yes, L7.
So we have the L7 here,
right.
LD77. So it represents the initials of Luka and as well as his jersey number.
Oh my god. And this would be the Mavericks colors, right? I mean, it looks more like the Mavericks colors.
Yeah,
but...
it kind of looks like
Oh
the
my
Mavericks
god, I missed
colors.
out. Yeah, these are because I'm a Luka fan.
Yeah.
I'm a diehard Luka fan, dude. I mean, I'm telling you, because yeah, I'm just as bakikaw as he is. but dude, that guy has skills, all right? He just doesn't move as fast and not as athletic looking. But I am a certified Luka fan. All right, so these are your Lukas, right?
Yes.
And this one would be
The LeBron 20s.
holy cow! All right, is this what's the latest LeBron release right now?
Right now we have the 20s.
So these are the latest
and
LeBron.
there is incoming 21s.
Wow. All right. So if you wanna get your LeBron, if you're a LeBron fan, I mean, you know, speedy recovery for Bronny, of course, after what he went through. And this would be the super popular
Yeezy Slide.
the slides. And I know a lot of people out there, especially your parents, the elders, would be like, especially my mom, she'd be like, ano yan, pang palengke? Well, mom, obviously you're not the target market, right? So these would go for?
These would go for around 8,995 and above.
All right, and usually this would be worn maybe after a basketball game, or you're trying to look all hip-hoppy and fancy and stuff. Yeah, we've got this. This would be my favorite color though. If you were to ask me anything, my son would agree with me on that, right? So they do have the slides available here, right? You guys want to check it out. And okay, so this one caught my eye. What's the story with this one? Super light. And it has that logo that looks like the Resident Evil umbrella. And yeah.
This one is the Air Force One Volt Crater. It's part of the Next Nature collection of Nike. So by Next Nature, it means that this has at least 20% recycled content in the shoe itself. So not only do you cup of pair for yourself, but you help the environment as well.
Nice. All right. So if you're copping kicks for charitable purposes, this would be the one. All right. So top shelf. I mean, I see the Jordans here, and let's just go with that one then. I mean, these would be the highs. We'll cover that too in a bit, but let's start with those.
So this is the Jordan 11 Cool Gray, one of the OG colorways. I think.
A personal favorite. If I were to, you know, put on high Jordans, that would be it.
Yeah. So this one re-released back in 2020, I think. Cool. And then right now, it isn't as popular as the ones or the fours, but surely it will go back to its fame the next few years.
Because there are those that just swear by one particular Jordan model, you know, and some are hardcore 11 fans, right? And okay, I gotta ask you this, like, you know, obviously these are not the actual pairs that came out when they initially were released during maybe the early 90s. Would you say, are these playable? I mean, would you be able to play decent basketball with them, or are they more fragile than the probably earlier releases, which were really intended for the court? Because these are more like lifestyle pairs now, right?
Nowadays, it is geared for lifestyle use.
Okay.
But I think some people is still playing with these Jordan 11s, and I think they say it's comfortable naman.
Play at your own risk though, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously you have cheaper alternatives when it comes to basketball shoes. And let's go with this one.
Okay, so this is the Jordan 1 High Brotherhood. So the inspiration for this is the fraternity of Michael Jordan during his college days. Yeah. So I don't know what.
It looks like a LeBron Cavs tribute.
Yeah,
color-wise, right?
Yeah, it's. We may as well call it the Cavs colorway as well.
All right, so thank you. So there you go. Next up, we're gonna check out the God tier. All right, when it comes to shoe shelves, and that's gonna happen right here at CV Sneakers with Ron Rodriguez and Chino. Yeah, you're on the Rod Trip. Absolutely. All right, guys, we're here at the final God tier shelf here on the road trip at the CV Sneakers. And we still have Chino, the C behind the CV, right?
Hey.
And when I say God tier, I mean, you know, the sneakers that's beyond my price range. I mean, to be honest, I probably couldn't even afford the ones on the entry-level wall, right? So now you know we're into the good stuff. We're into the prime footwear because they're locked up, right? But maybe we'll get a hands-on preview of some of the sneakers here. Now, first off, let's ask, what's the cheapest pair on this particular shelf, Chino? And why is it above 20,000?
Actually, it's below 20,000.
Oh, it is. All right.
The patent breads, the Jordan 1 highs.
Okay.
So that released in 2020. So that is a homage to the breads or the bands that are released way back in the 1980s. Then next we have the Jordan 3 White Cement Reimagined.
All right.
So this one is a classic, very clean pair. I don't know why it didn't skyrocket in price, but for sure in the next few years it will continue to increase.
Alrighty. And well, this is the question that I really don't want to ask, but you know what? To be honest with you guys, like I told you, sneaker culture, it's a world of its own. And once you get into it, just like watches and PCs and whatever other bling you can think of, it's part of a lifestyle and it does represent the person who wears them, right? What would be the most expensive pair on this God tier wall of ours?
So right now we have the Jordan 1 Low Travis Scott Fragments.
Wow.
So that one goes for 115,000 in size 11.
Can you say that again?
115,000 in size 11 US.
115,000 pesos, okay? Not Vietnamese currency or French francs. We're talking Philippine pesos, all right? So for this pair, you could probably, I don't know, buy a decent second-hand car. At least back when I was in college, that would be the budget, right? But why buy a crappy car when you can get, you know, Travis Scott's, right? So pag baliktad po yung logo, mahal yun, all right? It's not a mistake at the factory. That's intentional. And why is it very expensive? Is it the material? Is it the exclusivity? Is it the collaboration with Travis Scott?
So basically,
Does it come with a free date with Kylie Jenner? How does it work?
So basically, those are the factors. So this one is the most expensive Travis Scott lows because it's a triple collaboration. So it is a collaboration between Fragments, Travis Scott, and Jordans. So basically, that's the factor, and also its exclusivity.
Okay, what's the next most expensive? I mean, lower than, you know.
Here in store, we have the Olives. This is in size 10 women's or 8.5 men's. This goes for 65,000.
All right. I think I have a friend who has that pair. Shout out to Pepper, all right, who's in New York right now. Yeah, I remember him sporting those. I don't know, are these pairs, like if you bought them in the US, would they be significantly cheaper or not necessarily? Probably harder to find,
Yeah,
right?
I think it's a bit cheaper there because here we have to outsource the shoes.
But in the end, it's more expensive because you have to go, you know, get a visa and buy a plane ticket and go there to buy it, right? Whereas you can just drive over here at CV Sneakers. So what about your Yeezys? What would be the most special Yeezy pair over there?
So for me personally, the Pirate Blacks.
The ones you have
the
on.
ones that I'm wearing, and then also the Yeezy 700 Wave Runners because this is the first colorway for the Wave Runners. So it kind of basically started the dad shoe trend.
Yes, which is now, of course, with New Balance and all those other sneaker brands, right? So there you go, guys. All right, the God tier. This is the wall that most of you will probably salivate over, but will probably not be able to cop a pair at. But you don't have to because here at CV Sneakers, if you have 5,000 pesos in your pocket, you can actually go home with a pair, right? And who knows, if you're nice enough, they might give you free wipes. Yeah. So Chino, thank you so much.
Thank you, bro.
Of course, we have Vanessa over there. We're not gonna bother her too much. she's busy. She does the accounting and the handling of the finances and stuff. And Chino, you know, he's the PR guy. So do visit us here. Can you extend an invitation to the folks? And how do they get in touch with CV Sneakers? Yeah.
Yo, what's good guys? Chino here of CV Sneakers. Visit us at Plaza de Bola, F. Torres Street, Davao City. So we're open every day from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Then guys, can I plug something?
Sure, go ahead.
So we have the newly released CV wipes. So it's our own wipes. This is a premium sneaker wipes intended for the on-the-go basic cleaning for our sneakers. For example, if you're in a cafe and you spilled some coffee in your shoes, you just wipe it away with CV wipes.
Right, my very own pair of Travis Scotts. So how much again, bro?
This goes for 115,000.
115,000. 115,000. Now I remember. It's coming back to me. This is not sneaker shopping. This is sneaker window shopping. What am I doing with this pair? Take this back. I don't need that. I gotta go home. I have a family to feed. All right. So this has been the Rod Trip. Bye.